4 games in the NBA tonight on a Saturday night. We're going to go through all of them, and we start with a matchup we haven't seen in 2 years. Ja Morant versus Anthony Edwards. Minnesota coming into this one winners of 3 in a row, and a big reason for it, Donte DiVincenzo inserted into the starting lineup. DiVincenzo setting the tone for Minnesota. How about Zach Edey for 3? Still in the first, Morant probing the paint and finding Mount Edey. Who remembers that awesome playoff series these two teams played 2 seasons ago? Edwards with a slam there, back and forth they go in the first, and now it's Julius Randle for 3. Anthony Edwards has been sensational the last 4 games, but the story for Minnesota in this first quarter, Donte DiVincenzo. All tied up midway through the second. As good as Ja Morant is, I don't think any Grizzly has been better than Jaren Jackson Jr. this season. Next possession, speaking of Ja, his first field goal of the night. Ant-Man also quiet offensively, but his playmaking a factor. 3 there for Jaden McDaniels late in the first half. There he is again, McDaniels from the corner. Final moments of the first half, and Jaren Jackson Jr. throwing up a prayer, and it's answered. Third quarter and more from the Wolves starting point guard. He's found his rhythm. We've seen him on offense. Now how about some defense from Donte, taking it away from Morant and soaring in for the layup. This game was the definition of a track meet. Back and forth they go. Edwards the turnover, and on the other end, Bane walking right into a 3. Ant-Man with a slow start to this one, but you're not going to keep the greats down forever. And 1, and then hitting the dance moves. Wolves up by 2, final minute of the third quarter, and Rudy Gobert with the left. Grizzlies down by 2, early stages of the fourth, and the track meet continues. Scottie Pippen Jr. steal and score. Wolves down by 2, 7 minutes to go. Lead changes galore. Edwards playmaking, McDaniels again. Minnesota on the verge of 4 wins in a row, up by 6, 4 minutes to go, and here comes Memphis. Kennard swinging it around the horn, and there's Triple J again. Next possession, 3-point game, and it's Desmond Bane with the and 1 to tie it. Memphis down by 2, a minute to go. Ja Morant has been eerily quiet up to this point, but as we said, you can't keep the greats down forever. Morant ties it there. Now it's Edwards against Morant, and here goes Ja. Only 5 field goals all game, but 2 of the biggest ones. Final chance for Minnesota, down by 2, 6 seconds to go. They run this handoff for Edwards. Edwards trying to gain separation on Clark. No good, and Memphis escapes. 127-125 the final, and this was only the first meeting between these teams this season. Jaren leading the way again for Memphis, 33-8, an all-star season for him, but at the end it was Ja. Even though Ja was 5 for 19 on the night, Jaren said it best.
Crunch time, he's able to come through.
Yeah, we say that a lot about when we need him the most. He always seems to come through. I mean, that's been his whole career, so we already knew what time it was.
By the way, I know a lot of you guys were probably watching football today, so you might not have seen this game, but the reason Anthony Edwards was 4 of 13 with 6 turnovers, Jalen Wells. I made the comparison last week. He reminds me so much of Derek White's role for the Celtics. And tonight, Wells' defense was the difference maker in this game. He is an amazing, amazing find, and he's my pick for Rookie of the Year. Next up, we head to Detroit. I can't believe I'm saying this, where the Pistons playoff push continues. Pistons doing battle with the Raptors. Early in the first, Asar Thompson creating, Tim Hardaway Jr. hitting. Detroit's 5-game win streak just came to an end against the Warriors, but now they're looking to start a new one. Hardaway Jr. Pistons up by 6, 2 minutes to go in the first. We saw Tim Hardaway Jr., now we see Money Malik. Raptors battling back, though. Late in the first quarter, the birthday boy, Chris Boucher, tying it. Second quarter, and there goes that man, Motorcade, muscle and 1. Cade getting an and 1, now a rare sight. Only Asar Thompson, 7-3 of the season. Toronto not making life easy, though. Emmanuel quickly and 1. Back and forth they go in the third, and the Raptors not learning the lesson. Don't leave that man open. Pistons up by 8, 5 seconds to go in the third quarter, a turnover, and they keep letting Toronto hang around. Pistons down by 1, 9:35 to go. Cunningham not scoring a lot this game, but his playmaking was exquisite. Cade with a dime there. Next possession, Cunningham, beautiful over-the-top pass to Beef Stew. Pistons up by 4, 2.5 minutes to go. Tobias to Jalen Duren. And now this one would be the dagger. Did you know Malik Beasley has the second most made threes in the league? Pistons with another important win on their playoff push, and Tim Hardaway Jr. with 7 threes and 27 points. That was not the story though in this one. Cade Cunningham, 22 points, 17 assists, 10 rebounds. This is an all-NBA type season. Forget the All-Star game. All-NBA caliber.
Cade's obviously been one of the best guards of the East, but you see
In the NBA.
in the NBA.
There you go.
We had a Saturday matinee today in Phoenix between Utah and Phoenix, and here come the Suns starting it off with a Booker slam. More from the Suns' dynamic duo to get things started. Durant going to work in the mid-range. Phoenix looked like they're ready to run away with this one right out of the gate. But this is the thing with this Phoenix team. I swear they never like to make life easy on themselves. Utah hovering around. Second quarter, Devin Booker on fire to start this game. Phoenix up by 7 minutes to go in the first half, and Booker deciding not to miss. Remember, he had 12 assists last game. And then the move that had everybody going crazy, Grayson Allen pulling out the MJ. Phoenix had a big lead, but once again in the third quarter, they allow Utah to hang around. Turnover and tough finish by Sexton. Utah down by 6, and here comes Lauri Markkanen. Phoenix keeping control though, up by 6, Allen to Booker again and again tonight. 5-point game in the fourth, and here come the Jazz. Fee Luke to the former Sun, Drew Eubanks. This would have been a catastrophic loss for the Suns, but in the fourth, Grayson Allen stepping up. And now Durant taking them home one-on-one against Colin Sexton. Unfair fight. Suns win by 8, 2 wins in a row at home for Phoenix. Booker with 34, 5, and 4 on 12 of 20 shooting. Now we head to Portland, Miami playing the Blazers, and Tyler Hero starting it with a slam. Blazers though responding back with some defense of their own. Toumani Camara picking it up and Shaedon Sharpe the slam. Heat up by 1, 4 minutes to go in the first, and there goes Hero to the rim. That time he goes to the rim. Next possession he's shooting 40% from outside. Second quarter, Miami's lead growing, and here comes Duncan Robinson in the corner. 7-point Heat lead, classic Miami ball movement, another corner 3 for Jovic. Now watch closely, this to me was the pass of the night, with the left hand on a dime. Hero with the incredible assist, Miami up by 14, and more from the All-Star. 20 seconds later, Miami out and running. Get the ball to your main man, the franchise player. Miami was up by a bunch, but similar to Phoenix, it doesn't seem like they like to make it easy on themselves. Anthony Simons and the Blazers cut it all the way back down to 3, but then Hero responds. Fourth quarter, Heat back up by 15, and this would just about do it. Haywood Highsmith, pick 6. Miami wins by 22 on the road. They're 3 games above 500 despite all the drama this season, and this is every night now from Tyler Hero. 32, 5, and 5. What a player he's become. Gotta give a shout out to Nikola Jovic too. 21 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. He's been really good this season. We ended up only having 4 games today, but we were supposed to have 7. Atlanta and Houston getting snowed out today in Atlanta. And then, of course, yesterday, the NBA announcing postponements for the Spurs and Lakers and Hornets and Clippers. Thoughts and prayers once again to everybody going through that unbelievable tragedy in Southern California. From a basketball standpoint, the Clippers are supposed to play home games on Monday and Wednesday, and so are the Lakers. The Lakers have already had to postpone 2 games. This from the legend Grant Moneymona, who covers the Clippers. The Clippers do have to cancel their next 2 games at Intuit Dome. There is Front Wave Arena in Oceanside, which is right in that San Diego area. I wonder if the NBA decides to relocate some of these games due to that ongoing wildfire, as Grant said. And then tomorrow we're going to have 9 games. Game of the day, Bucks and Knicks in New York. Sacramento looking for their 7th in a row in Chicago. Hopefully we get to see Joel Embiid against Paolo. Cleveland looking to stay red hot at home against Indiana. Zion in Boston could be really fun. And we end the night with LaMelo and Brandon Miller in Phoenix. Remember, they just beat the Suns in Charlotte.